Rich DeMarco here on Night Vision on the Army Football Report. Coming up in just a couple of moments, we'll talk with Army sophomore defensive lineman Mike Ugenyi, who made an impact in Army's first home game of the 2012 season last Saturday against Northern Illinois. But up first, here's Army head coach Rich Ellerson from his news conference on Tuesday, previewing the Black Knights game coming up on Saturday against Wake Forest.
That improvement you look for from first week to second week, we certainly realized some of that on the offensive side of the ball. We're still looking for it on defense. Can play better in the kicking game. Another really challenging opponent this week, going down to Wake Forest. They had a rough week last weekend, but had two very impressive wins to start the season. This week we're going to, as I say, they have a balanced attack, so we're going to have to be a little bit more balanced on defense. We're not going to try to defend everything on every snap, but we are going to have to play this quarterback a lot differently, this offense a lot differently than we played last week's. They'll compete. As I say, they've got two good wins under their belt this season. They're a prideful bunch. They've got some really gifted guys, a mature football team, and they've got some experience. And as I say, they'll look at some of the things they're seeing us do on defense, and they're licking their chops. So we need to be on point. Yeah, it's tough. We're an institution where winning is such a way of life, and what we were fighting to do, and we have to do this, given the nature of the team and the schedule that we have, especially early on. We have to be able to kind of dim the scoreboard and get back in the moment. The old thing, go out there and win. You got to win. Then when you in the second quarter you go out and you win some more and you win. Can we be more specific? We got to get down to how you do those things and focus more on what wins instead of what the scoreboard says. The scoreboard's an accounting tool. It's most meaningful when the game's over, and you have to deal with that.
That's Army head coach Rich Ellerson previewing the Black Knights game on the road against Wake Forest coming up on Saturday. Kick time, 12:30. Now joined by a big bright spot, a young bright spot for the Army football team this season. That's sophomore defensive lineman Mike Ugenyi, who came up with a fumble recovery in last week's game against Northern Illinois. Mike, how's it been so far this year, being able to contribute really right away for this Army team?
It's been a real good blessing. I've been waiting for this for a while, a whole year last year, and I'm just really happy that I can contribute to the team.
Defensive line, and it's such a position where you think of size, you think of speed. Being a sophomore, being able to step in there with some veteran players, what have been some of the challenges for you trying to evolve and make an impact?
The speed of the game. The speed of the game is a big one. Just against Northern Illinois and San Diego State, a lot of fast kids out there, a lot of athletic kids. So being able to keep up with them and keep pace is a real challenge.
Wake Forest coming up on Saturday and a tough matchup, a BCS conference opponent. What are going to be the keys against this Demon Deacon offense?
They're pretty much a half-and-half team, half run, half pass. So we're going to have to be good on all sides, and we're going to have to play pretty hard to beat this team. We're going to have to stop the pass because they have a pretty good quarterback, and we're going to have to stop the run because they have some good running backs too.
Well, Mike, thanks for a couple of minutes here on the Army Football Report. Best of luck coming up on Saturday against Wake Forest.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Army sophomore defensive lineman Mike Ugenyi joining us here on the Army Football Report. I'm Rich DeMarco for Night Vision.